Fresh U.S. strikes on Houthi targets as Israel-Hamas war rages. And we got a reply from Houthi: we will retaliate against U.S. and U.K. They will feel the power of our vengeance. The victory will be ours. But the important question is why Houthi hijacked Galaxy leader cargo ship in Red Sea. This are all the thing we are going to watch in this video. Now we are seeing a current situation in Yemen. The Houthis, Ansar Allah, Iranian military advisors operate on their territory through the Revolutionary Guards. Most of Yemen's population lives in its territory. They also control the country's capital, Sana'a. 2. Green. The Haitists, puppet government dependent on the Saudi coalition. Their official capital is Ma'arif. 3. Blue. Southern Transitional Council. Separatists dependent on the United Arab Emirates and seeking the division of Yemen. They control Aden. 4. Socotra. The island is occupied by the United Arab Emirates, which requests its annexation. There is also rumors on an Israeli intelligence base on Socotra. 5. Black. ISIS and Al-Qaeda, who are Yemen's Houthi rebels. The Houthi rebels are one of two main factions controlling territory amidst Yemen's ongoing civil war. Currently, they control the western coast of the country, including its capital city, Sana'a. The Houthis initially began as a cultural revivalist movement in the 1990s for the Zaydi sect of Islam, which, as of 2022, was practiced by approximately 35% of the Yemeni population. According to Stacey Philbrick Yadav, the chair of international relations at Hobart and William Smith Colleges and author of Yemen in the Shadow of Transition, many Zaydi Muslims were becoming increasingly frustrated with the growing prominence of Saudi Arabian Salafi Islam in the country, which they felt repressed their Zaydi cultural and religious heritage. In 2011, during the Arab Spring, the grievances of the Yemeni population reached a boiling point, and mass protests erupted calling for the resignation of President Ali Abdullah Saleh, who had been ruling the country for over 30 years. After Saleh resigned, Saudi Arabia backed Abdrabbuh Mansur Hadi as the new leader of the country. The Houthis resented this choice and launched a military campaign against the new government, which led to a civil war that is still ongoing. Their conflict with the Saudi-backed government has led the Houthis to become more closely allied with Iran, from which they receive some support. Nevertheless, some experts say it's not entirely accurate to call the Houthi rebels a direct proxy. Why are the Houthis attacking ships in the Red Sea? In the Arab world, the Palestinian cause is extremely popular and often a signifier of progressive values. By attacking Israeli ships, the Houthis may expand their support base across Yemen and the Arab world. Additionally, it is believed the group is hoping to sabotage the Saudi normalization with Israel, which had been in the works. Why are the U.S. and U.K. striking Yemen? Over 80% of all internationally traded goods are transported via cargo ships. Since air travel is a much less cost-effective way to transport large items or huge amounts of goods, ships must travel through the Red Sea in order to access the Suez Canal, which is the only waterway that allows for direct passage between Europe and Asia. Otherwise, the ships traveling between Europe and Asia must journey around the African continent, which can add over 30 days in travel time. Due to the attacks by Houthi rebels, insurance prices on ships have risen dramatically, and many shipping companies have chosen to take the longer routes as a safety precaution. This is expected to increase the prices of many consumer goods, from clothing to coffee.